commandments. The hero was coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city, they need me, is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit. Look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick, got a big fleece. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the... The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
got Wednesday night hoops here in the Dawg Pound. The East Knox Bulldogs welcome the Northmor Golden Knights for another Knox versus Morrow County showdown in the rightfully named Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference. KMACtion is coming your way next, live and free on the OH.REPORT.
Yippee! Win myself titles, cut down nets with my fans. Back to the basket. And another thing. Well, looks like I'm not going to Hollywood after all.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
welcome back. Time for your OH.REPORT pregame show brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. Jonathon Langdon alongside Cray Falde for a classic KMAC matchup between the East Knox Bulldogs and the Northmor Golden Knights. Both of these teams still very early into conference play, but they've got some solid starts. Northmor, they had their season start a little bit later because of their football run, but they are 1-0. East Knox is 1-1.
Yeah, it's just it's good to see where East Knox has got a little bit of success very early this year compared to last year. 2 wins compared to 3 all of last year. So just keep on working on building with their current success. Northmor, like you said, coming off a great football season, just getting their basketball legs underneath them.
Let's talk about Northmor. Let's go ahead and go in depth with them. Their athletic director / head basketball coach, Blade Tackett, has them in a good spot, 2-0. They played yesterday against Elgin. They got a big 60-43 win, so it's a back-to-back, and then they'll play tomorrow, so they'll have back-to-back-to-back games.
Well, that's what happens when you have such success in a different sport these days, but they're young. Certainly going to be able to handle 3 nights in a row.
Yeah, so you see the Mount Gilead win to start their season 72-60, and that last game on the screen is their playoff loss against Northside Christian, where they lost Grant Bentley, one of their best players in Northmor basketball history, but they have a pretty darn good successor who is our player spotlight today, and that is Jax Wenger. We talk about him all the time for football, but on the basketball court, he is also something to behold.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just like you see on the screen there, anybody who shoots 49% is solid, but 40 at the three-point line is NBA good.
Yeah, so 14.2 points per game, 4.9 rebounds a game, 4.4 assists per game. Those are all stats from last year, and he actually had, in their debut, he actually had 31 points. So he's a really good, gifted scorer. He does it efficiently as well, and you couldn't ask for more than that from your top guy if you're Coach Tackett. Yeah,
especially after you're losing your all-time leading scorer last year, like you mentioned. So he's come out taking a leadership role, which he should, and it's working out well for him so far.
See him warming up, trying to get his 3 going here before we get tipped off. Let's talk about East Knox. We're here in their home gym, and it's a good atmosphere as well. You can definitely hear it. The pep band is just a couple of feet away from us. But Ryan Powell, in his 8th season, it's taken a little bit of time. It's still got to trust the process a little bit, but it's also exciting to see with East Knox at a 2-3 record. They had a freshman and a JV game here earlier in this game, so the program is building, and they're starting to get to where Ryan Powell wants them to be.
Yes, like you said, it always takes time to build success. They've had some success on the baseball field here, some on the football, and now it's just a matter of time before you get the basketball program running.
So East Knox just had a tough loss to Fredericktown, one of the favorites to win in the KMAC. And one of the players that played well in that game against Fredericktown was Hayden Merritt. He didn't lead the team in scoring in that one. In fact, he only had 10 points, but he is averaging 13. That's tops on the team. And he's a senior that's really leading a younger group of freshmen that are starting to contribute offensively.
Yeah, and it's good for him because, number one, he gets to be the leader of the team and basically help develop the program like we were speaking about before and set the tone on his own, and so they can watch and learn from him.
You see him down there on their side of the bench as he prepares for this game. I think what's interesting with East Knox is what I just mentioned. They're freshmen they have coming in. Langdon Dawson, he'll wear number 2 in white on your screen tonight. He averages 11.4 points per game. So, and he's also a big dude, a 6'3" forward. So you always like to see that coming up from middle school.
Yeah, you all you think about is, wow, we've got 4 more years of this.
Yeah. And then you've also got Peyton Hall, a 6-foot guard. He's also a freshman wearing number 23. So Merritt's got some help. Also Corbin Poff, all-conference player returning from last year. He'll wear number 12. So breaking down these two teams, East Knox are growing. Northmor, they've kind of been here before, and they've kind of got that winning mentality. But these two teams are going to battle it out here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game here, a little home battle for East Knox.
And we're going to take a quick break and come right back with our keys to the game, starting lineups, and we'll tip this one off live and free on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
And just before we get back and ready to go for tip-off, I want to take a second to thank all of our sponsors bringing you this coverage from the Dawg Pound tonight. Thank you to Knox Public Health, our scoreboard sponsor, also our pregame sponsor, Spherion Mid-Ohio, our MVP sponsor, Killbuck Savings Bank, Scout Construction Services, LLC, who you'll see on our replays here tonight, and then also Home and Kitchen Supply, Knox Community Hospital, and again, Killbuck Savings Bank. We'll be right back with the tip-off here live and free on the OH Report. And it's time to wrap up our pregame show, brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. Jonathon Langdon with Cray Falde tonight. As starters are being announced out on the floor, we will take a look at our keys to the game, and we will first start with Northmor. So 2-0 on the year, late start because of their successful football season. They kind of have that winning identity, and you want to ride that into basketball.
Yeah, like you said on screen there, help keep riding the momentum. Talking about also with help side defense, not allowing the threes wide open and contesting any shots you can.
And then for Northmor, talked about it, help defense, ride your momentum. That was kind of what I was implying with the success. Keep that going. You have won a lot in football, and there's no reason with the team that you have this year to do that, to not do that with the basketball team as well. For East Knox, you go 3-20 last year, and you just like where you're at a 2-3 record. And I think the key for them is ball movement. They've got a lot of guys that love to pass the basketball. These guys love playing together. We've seen that in the off season. They play in a bunch of rec leagues around town. So it's exciting that they're getting these reps in outside of just regular practice and just playing together as a team.
Yeah, and those reps turn into success, and they've already had a little bit of success early. And you mentioned earlier before, the two freshmen coming out and playing here at the varsity level. It's only going to get better throughout the rest of the year.
And then also just to take threes out of the game, because, you know, Northmor loves to shoot the basketball. If they're going to shoot the basketball, make sure you contest it, make it tough, and you also want to make any shots that they take inside even tougher.
Exactly. You just want to be a little bit more physical with them and just make them earn their buckets, nothing open.
So we'll go ahead and read off the starters for you as we head back out to the court here in the Dawg Pound. So for East Knox, we'll start with the home team. Logan Whitney is a senior 5'9" guard. He will get the start at point guard, averaging 2.4 assists a game. That is a team high. Also, the freshman gets a start. Landon Dawson puts up 11 points a game, wearing number 2. He's a freshman, 6'3" forward. Also, number 11, Kyson Miller, had 10 points against Fredericktown in their last game. He is a junior wearing number 11. Number 12, Corbin Poff, the all-conference player. He is a senior 5'11" guard. He gets to start along with our player spotlight, Hayden Merritt, wearing number 21 in white. And then for Northmor, coming into town, they will start their typical 5. A.J. Bauer, quarterback for the football team. The senior 6-foot guard gets to start along with Jax Wenger, our player spotlight for the Golden Knights, averaging 14 points a game last year. He had 13 points in their last win yesterday against Elgin, also 31 against Mount Gilead in the season opener. Also number 4, Trevor Brubaker gets to start along with number 20, Bo Landon, and number 12, Cole Kuffman. So it is a 4 senior, 1 junior starting lineup for the Northmor Golden Knights.
So experience versus the youth should be fun to watch.
Merritt and it looks like Wenger will jump to get this started. Northmor 18-7 last year. They tied with Fredericktown for a KMAC title a season ago. Merritt and Wenger the tip, and it's won by East Knox. Whitney collects, and they'll get the first possession. The Bulldogs here at home with a really good crowd on hand. Quick turnover. Brubaker takes it down the floor, passes it off. Landon, spin around, jumper, gets it to go. It's a solid start for the Northmor Golden Knights.
Oh, absolutely. Starting off with a 1-2-2, half-court trap.
They got Whitney with the turnover last time. This time, see if he can get adjusted to this pressure. Him and Merritt back and forth a little bit. Tight ball to the corner. Dawson gets it out.
Yeah. So Northmor falling back into a 1-3-1 zone now.
They're able to get it up the middle to Merritt, who thought he drew the foul. No call. Poff gets the deflection. Logan Whitney, 3 points a game. Gives it off to his teammate Kyson Miller, who puts up 9.8 a game. Whitney scanning the floor. Northmor's defense stout so far. There has not been much in that purple area.
Yeah, not a lot of movement right now from East Knox. Maybe try to overload one side to get yourself an advantage here.
A long possession for East Knox. Can they convert at the end? Whitney almost traveled. Able to get it back to Miller, into the corner. Baseline drive, dish, and Merritt could not handle it. It stays, though, with East Knox, and a deflection will go last off Northmor.
It might have been a little surprised by that 1-3-1 zone as a starter here. See how they make the adjustments accordingly.
So a good stretch here by East Knox just to hold on to the basketball and drain some clock. Minute and a half gone, right. Just 2-0.
You don't need to be any kind of rush tonight.
Especially against a Northmor team that loves to score the basketball. Here's a turnover into space. Jax Wenger will score his first 2 points of the night. Those leakouts, I think, are where Northmore's going to find a lot of their points tonight.
Yeah, especially when you play in such a high zone like that. If you get a deflection, you're off and running.
They've forced 2 live ball turnovers, but there's the first points from East Knox as Corbin Poff finds himself open in the corner. Extra pass near side, corner 3 is a perfect response for Northmor as A.J. Bauer knocks it down. Bauer just 25% from 3 last year. He's definitely building on that here tonight to do better in his senior season. Extra pass, Merritt, floater, yep.
It's a nice ball movement the last 2 possessions for East Knox.
Staying within a possession, 7-5 Golden Knights. Quick catch and shoot off the back iron, might have touched the tape up top, and the officials say it did. So Wenger no good, and East Knox takes it.
Pace is looking pretty good right now for East Knox.
They had that long minute and a half, it felt like at least, possession.
Yes.
But they're kind of just taking what the defense gives them.
Yeah, being patient.
And mainly it's those corner threes.
Yeah. And that's what you want to do against a 1-3-1 is get the ball to the corner.
Footer up the middle, though, by Poff is no good. Rebound by Bauer. Trevor Brubaker through a double. Gets the ball right back. Drives past the freshman. Floater no. Tip up by Wenger. First one off. Second one also off. Gets a third offensive rebound and puts it in. (9-5) Golden Knights here on the road. Well-traveled crowd as well. East Knox and Northmor fans have kind of split off here in the gym as you usually do. They're on this side of the court we're on right now, making some noise on East Knox's offensive possession as this ball goes out. Last off, Brubaker. There's that third putback that ultimately went from Jax Wenger. There's their second look thanks to Scout Construction.
He's just looking to build on his offensive rebounding set.
And also just take advantage of East Knox basically giving you those lanes to get in and get rebounds. New substitution, Peyton Hull,
And
number
Northmor
23.
has switched to a man-to-man defense quickly.
Poff crossover move, spin around, up and under, floater short, and a rebound down by Cole Kaufman, who's in the game. Northmor will slow it down, at least I thought. They go right into Wenger. Has the angle, dishes it off, extra pass inside, and a foul called. Like the extra pass, and it looks like Merritt will be the one to pick up the foul. First free throws of the night.
Getting the ball underneath there pretty effectively against that 3-2 zone that looks like East Knox is playing.
So Bo Langdon rattles home his first point of the night. Northmor 10, East Knox 5. Bo Langdon was perfect from the line last season. Only played 5 games, but still, you like to see that.
Yeah. Stroke of confidence for sure. And
there
as
he goes.
fate would have it, right?
It's bound to happen. Getting more time out there. They'll shake that one off. They still have a 5-point lead. East Knox with the basketball will look to eat into that. Any bucket would make it a 1 possession.
And back to their 1-3-1, mixing it up each and every time down the court.
And from a coaching perspective, what's to gain from changing it up every possession?
Confuses the offense, makes them set. They come down and thinking it's one thing, turns it into another.
Shot off again by Poff. He's been a little cold to start today as Bauer nearly gets it taken away, fights back for it. And the ball deflected out to the 3-point line. Bauer fakes, drives, kicks, and an offensive foul. Player control foul will go on A.J. Bauer.
Yep, a little out of control on the drive there, trying to kick it out for a 3 and didn't realize there was a defender sitting there in the middle of the free throw lane.
So Poff, after missing a couple jumpers for East Knox, he'll go to the bench. Back in goes Landon Dawson. Dawson holds on to the basketball right here. Back to the other freshman. Hull dribbles back out top, gives it to Miller. Dawson has the size advantage, uses it to the cup, and one.
And one. It's a good drive to the hoop.
The hoop and the harm, and it's a 7-10 ball game.
Don't have the numbers in front of me, but it would be interesting to know with those 2 kids out there that are freshmen what their 8th grade team was like last year.
I know. That would be very interesting as well. I think the old KMAC website showed the middle school champions. I'd have to take a look during a break.
And maybe somebody listening will hear that.
Yeah. Leave a comment down below. Let us know. Saves me a Google search. Free throw was missed, so it stays a 10-7 game.
East Knox staying in their 1-2-2 zone.
And that leaves a open corner three, and an offensive rebound simply going right up over the shorter Whitney. Isaac Kincaid gets his first 2 points.
That is 7 rebounds for Northmor and 0 for East Knox.
Dawson goes baseline, has it ripped from behind. Good active hands by Cole Kaufman. Northmore's a little crowded there in the corner. They get it back out to the top of the key. And another missed shot by Wenger.
First rebound of the game for East Knox.
At the 1:27 mark of the first quarter. Interesting to see that. Another drive and another block. That time Wenger. He'll lead the break as well. Crosses the court. Hands it off. Trevor Black into the game. Drives towards the middle, finds an open man, but Kaufman stepped out of bounds.
So Northmore's first turnover of the quarter as well. Relatively clean quarter for them. They're probably ahead by 5. Be pretty happy to be East Knox right now, only down by 5 at this point.
Especially with the pressure they've seen defensively really stalling out their offense. There's a foul down low as Hull was able to get Kaufman to wrap around him.
He's not even going to complain about that one. I think he could have thrown a flag on that one. That's pass interference.
Got to give it to him. It's just their 3rd game of the year, so still getting out of football mode. We talk about it a lot, beginning of basketball season, and it's fun as that shot goes in and out from Hull. It's fun because some of these football teams this year in our area went much further than they usually do.
Yes, it was very exciting.
Yeah, I talk about Colonel Crawford. That was the first game I covered. They had a 9-3 season. Also, I was just at Hillsdale last night where they just played for a state championship, and Northmor was 1 round away from that as well.
Regional finalist.
Lob over top. Wenger went up and got it. But it looks like there's a foul that will take us the other way. And they were pointing towards Trevor Black, number 5 in black.
Some sort of illegal screen or something.
35 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Merritt doubled quickly in the corner. And a deflection, they'll say it's kicked. Black not happy.
Well, that's that time East Knox decided to overload the one side. They had a guy cutting across the lane, got it to him, high-low post there. It's a good way to break a 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, maybe there, though, just a little bit too close of a pass. Because the post entry came from inside the 3-point line. Dawson, extra pass to the corner. Peyton Hull, a little bit off to the right. Wenger leads the break. He'll slow it up. 12 seconds to go. Last shot coming from Northmor. Bauer hit a triple already earlier in the first. He'll get a second crack at it from the right wing.
And he buries it.
Final seconds, other way. Shot no good from half court. Northmor 15, East Knox 7. Solid start to some KMACtion here at the Dawg Pound tonight on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
East Knox coming out of their huddle, ready for the second quarter with 8 minutes back on the clock. Jonathon Langdon alongside Cray Falde. I'll toss it to you, partner. Give us some numbers from that first quarter.
Yeah, pretty satisfied if you're East Knox. Even though you're down by 8 points, it could have been a lot worse. Northmor is out rebounding East Knox 8-1. They also, East Knox is only 3 of 10 from the field and 0-3 at the free throw line. Yet only down by 8.
Yeah, that's the biggest number. Just 1 rebound in a first quarter. It's unheard of sometimes. Wenger kicks it back to the corner right in front of East Knox's student section. That is out in full effect tonight. Black tries it in the corner. Trevor Black shot 29% from 3, so his improvement is also something to keep an eye on this year. Whitney jump stop, back to Miller. Back and forth between those two. Now Poff in the baseline has it stripped away. Stays in bounds, now last off Northmor, just barely there in the corner.
Just a little bit out of control on that possession.
What it seems like right now, Coach, is just we're seeing Northmor willingly let the ball get into the corner and enticing the Bulldogs to take some baseline drives, and they're just reaching around, poking it away.
Yes. They're actually creating their own kind of aggressiveness once the ball gets down in that area.
And you can tell they also want East Knox to start settling for some threes out top.
And on cue, they get another turnover.
Whitney with a nice deflection, though, gets it back to the Bulldogs. Merritt on the break, lost the handle. Here's your second look. Solid defense was applied by Bo Langdon.
No freebies for East Knox tonight, that's for sure.
Brubaker with Whitney defending. Spins around, good defense applied.
East Knox in a straight man-to-man now, a little bit different.
Bo Langdon down low, has it ripped away.
It's
good
effective.
job by East Knox to get the steal. Miller finds Poff on an outlet. Poff crossover, spin move, fading jumper is good.
It's hard to guard that.
And it's fun with Poff because it feels like the more difficult the shot is, the more of a chance he has of seeing it through the net.
That's true. I remember him from last year.
Jax Wenger holds onto the basketball, just 4 points in that first quarter. He kicks to Brubaker for 3. He shot no good, too long. And Miller the rebound, still fighting for it. Merritt comes away with it. And here you see that tempo slow down again. East Knox down 9. They're still fine with slowing the game down. No need to rush. You've got 3 quarters. Poff will try again to the basket. And a timeout called by Coach Tackett.
Yeah, Coach Tackett had enough of that. He's going to be interesting to see what he does with his defense after those 2 drives.
Yeah, so the first timeout called from Northmor. So they will, as a student section, I'll quote the student section, talk it over. That's the chant they had there for a little bit. 4-3 here in quarter number 2.
Well, so far it's just been a story of rebounding, and until the last 2 shots, East Knox was about 2 of 11 or 3 of 11 from the field.
So Poff has certainly helped them get out of that rut. He leads them with 7 points. He's got 7 of the 11, and he leads the game too. 6 points from number 1, AJ Bauer. He's got 2 triples on the night.
The scoreboard's correct, and it may be. Looks like we only have maybe a couple of fouls this game.
It's another thing that is surprising, especially with the team still trying to get acclimated with the late start to the season. Not as many fouls. Poff deflects that out of bounds.
Yeah,
usually those first 1 or 2 games, you were about to say it, weren't you?
Yes, they usually a little bit more physical in the KMAC after football season.
Catching fire, in and out. Poff cross-court pass to Merritt, wanted to take the 3. Just didn't catch the basketball correctly.
And Coach did make an adjustment there at the timeout. Now they're back into a man-to-man.
Double dribble. called on Dawson. That's one of your freshman mistakes.
Yep, unforced turnover there, but it's all learned behavior at this point for these young men.
I got a chance to talk with Joe Baylaw about live ball versus dead ball turnovers and how those can really change the game, because we saw a ton of live ball turnovers from East Knox that resulted in easy baskets. Now you've got a dead ball turnover. You get a chance to set yourself up defensively and keep from a point off the turnover getting on the board.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Jumper off, and East Knox survives that possession. Bulldogs also offensively, we talked about it in our pregame show. If you're just joining us, they have doubled their offensive production from last year. Unfortunately, they're blocked, but Poff quickly gets it back. So they go from 27 points per game last year on a 3-20 season to averaging 53.8 in just 5 games of play.
I don't even think the coach was expecting that, but he's got to be very happy at this point in time. But only 11 right now with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
It's been a much slower tempo. Nice pass down low to Poff. The lead is down to 5 for Northmor. Brubaker, they're forced to respect his three-point jumper, so the defender runs right past him and gives him a mid-range.
Yeah, he wasn't attacking the ball from a very good angle there, was he? So it ran right by him. And back to the 1-3-1 zone.
Good drive of the baseline, a little out of control by Dawson. He gets his own rebound, finds Poff. Air ball from the corner, don't see that often, especially from a guy that's hit his last few jumpers. Bo Langdon puts his head down, drives, ball swings around. Down low, layup is going to fall through for Trevor Brubaker.
Back to back for Brubaker.
Those 2 buckets you're referring to as only points of the game. 4 points for Brubaker. Poff finds Korosek back out to the corner. 3 ball up, 3 ball good for Kyson Miller.
It's a 6-point game. He'll be very satisfied as East Knox coach.
Yeah, these two teams play fairly close. One of the games last year between these two sides got a little out of hand. With East Knox at home, they lost to Northmor 61-44. But then they went on the road and put a much better effort in and only lost 55-46. And again, that's a team that didn't have much offense last year. 27 points per game, but you're going on the road and putting up 46. Just about 2 minutes to go here in half number 1. Fading shot from Jax Wenger falls through. Nice pass to Dawson,
Excellent.
who draws the contact.
That was an excellent entree pass.
Dawson didn't have to do much else other than turn and fire. Right on a platter, right to his hands.
Exactly. And we got a quick 30-second timeout by East Knox.
So Dawson will trot over to the bench before these 2 free throws. First timeout of the game for East Knox. Each side has used 1. It's a tie ball game here in quarter number 2, 9-9. You see that thanks to Home and Kitchen Supply.
Yep, it looks like we've got 2 free throws coming here for East Knox. Hopefully they'll make their first and maybe their second one here. So far 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
What about Northmor?
Northmor is 1 for 2.
That's right. So combined 1 for 5. Not what you like to see. So you talked about the typical tough-nosed KMAC conference, and from the games I've watched so far and the scores I've seen, I feel like there's a change happening in the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference where offense is through the roof. Because and then also defense has taken a little bit of a slide on all the teams. Right. I just watched Loudonville give up 94 points to Hillsdale.
Yeah, that's an incredible amount. That was Hillsdale's first game of the year to boot. So awfully impressive. But you're right. You're watching a lot more NBA nowadays.
Both free throws missed again, so that's 0 for 5 for East Knox from the stripe. You could take 5 of those points, and it's a 1-possession game.
Exactly.
Brubaker draws the contact. And to kind of elaborate on what I mean, Northmor's season opener against Mount Gilead. Mount Gilead was another team that struggled a little bit offensively, but they even were able to get up to 60 points. There's a 72-60 score. Fredericktown put up 91 on this East Knox team.
Wow.
I think the offense is going to be much higher this year in all 8 teams than usual in the KMAC. There's a missed layup down low by Kincaid. Dawson with a head of steam, Euro step layup. Cannot give that guy that much momentum going to the basket. Brubaker past his defender, floater up, floater through. There's another problem for East Knox. You're scoring baskets, but the responses have been plenty for Northmor. Corner 3, shot off. Kincaid hauls it in. Under a minute to go, 26-18. Northmor, the 8-point lead as Brubaker's going to the line. So good job by Brubaker, who's really been aggressive here in quarter number 2 with 6 points, all of them being in this quarter. First free throw from the line does fall in. 54 seconds left. Whitney back into the ball game, and Korosek goes to take a seat. Second free throw off, 9-point game. Whitney almost traveled, finds Poff. Poff with 9 points, that leads the team, spins around, through a double, back out to Dawson, mid-range jumper, too long, you knew it right away.
Yeah, the last 30 seconds has not been favorable for East Knox. Had it down to 6.
Looks like the Golden Knights will hold for the last shot. Brubaker has the ball in his hands again. 7 points, all in the second quarter. Will he be the one to take the last shot?
East Knox back in that 3-2 zone.
6 seconds to go. Brubaker looking down low. He has Wenger. Wenger fades through 2 players. Shot no good. Langdon fighting for the rebound. No second shot will be put up. And we'll go to the halftime locker rooms with a 27-18 score. 9-point lead for the Golden Knights here on the road at the Dawg Pound. Live and free on the OH Report. We'll take a quick break and come back with some halftime stats.
Yippee! Win myself titles, cut down nets with my fans. Back to the basket. And another thing. Well, looks like I'm not going to Hollywood after all.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up.
Time for your OH Report halftime show. Brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. Let's get to work. So let's get to work on here on these stats. So 27-18 is the score. Northmor with a 9-point lead. Kind of what we expected just looking at these two teams where they were last year and where they are this year. But we've talked about it off the air. This East Knox team is much more competitive than they were last season.
Oh, absolutely. What's shown here is experience versus youth. But East Knox is doing almost anything they can to stay in the ball game. So shooting the ball a little bit better. Just like to see them better at the free throw line than 0 for 5. But I just say stay the course. You know, keep it slow. And, 8 for 20 from the field for East Knox, 40%. To take that. Only limited. They only had 6 turnovers. Last year I remember that they were a little more, worse with the basketball, causing their own, self-inflicted wounds, and tonight playing with a lot more confidence.
And I think the big thing is that East Knox, their first 2 possessions of the game, they turned it over. So you take those away, and you're dead even with Northmor.
Right, exactly, because Northmor has 4 turnovers as well. But Northmor has out-rebounded them 13-6, which is pretty interesting, because Northmor is also shooting 50% from the field for 11 for 22, 3 of 8 from the 3. So to be expected, as you stated, 27-18. The numbers don't lie here.
Yeah, so that's your halftime score. Just about a couple moments away from the start of the third. We'll take one more break and come back on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Jonathon Langdon alongside Cray Falde as we're just about ready to go with the third quarter. East Knox will start with the basketball as they find themselves down 9 here at home in the Dawg Pound. Bulldogs 2-3 on the year, 1-1 in the KMAC. What a win this would be if they can come back and take it over the Golden Knights that swept them in the season series last year. Corbin Poff was the leading scorer in that half. This time he dishes off and Kyson Miller misses a 3. Loose ball will go to Northmor out of bounds.
Northmor started the second half in a 2-3 zone. That's the first time they've showed that look. And now we've got East Knox in a 2-2-1 full court press, falling back into looks like a 2-3.
So they've gone man, they've gone 1-3-1. There's your 2-3. What else could they possibly bring out of the bag today?
Box and 1, but we don't have the superstar out here yet.
Bauer thought about another 3, hit 2 of them in the first half. Those are his only 6 points. As Brubaker had a solid second quarter with 7 points, he holds onto the basketball and now gives to Kaufman, who is scoreless. Slow tempo this time from the Golden Knights. Brubaker back in the corner, finds his man, Langdon, rises, fires, shot no good, deflection, still fought for, and East Knox is going to hate themselves for letting that go back to Northmor.
Yes. Somebody wanted to rebound a little bit more that time.
Langdon tries again, back to the three-point line. Brubaker, extra pass to Kaufman. Plenty of space here for the star player for Northmor. That's Jax Wenger getting to his spot and knocking down the shot to make it 11.
He's pretty hard to stop one-on-one. Very strong, very athletic.
He takes the lead for the team high, 8 points. Miller in a straight jacket gives it right to Bauer. Wenger leads the break. Finds an open Brubaker for 3, short. Pop the rebound, gets it to Merritt. Hayden Merritt was quiet in that first half. He had 2 as he gives to Miller, who misses another triple. East Knox playing much faster than Northmor, but shots just aren't falling right now. They shot 40% in that first half as Brubaker scores again, and he's had the hot hand as of late.
Yeah, yes, he's been looking good all night long. Looking like East Knox went back to a man-to-man there for a couple possessions. I think it's time to go back to the 3-2 zone maybe.
Good ball movement this time as Miller misses again. Wenger leads the break yet again. Gets past 1, gets past 2, and lays it home with the left.
Pretty Euro step right there.
Poff tried to get in from behind to swat it away. But you see on your scout construction replay, good job by Bauer. Gets him into double figures with 10. Or I'm sorry, Wenger. Another steal, another fast break
time
layup.
for a possible timeout here, and
You are
rightfully
right.
so.
You are right. Cray Falde calls the timeout for East Knox.
It's not the way you want to start it the third quarter. The first 3 minutes are always so important, and we're in 3 minutes and 8-0 run.
Yep, and you can hear a pin drop here in this gym, and all of those East Knox students in the student section kind of looking around, looking at themselves. What just happened?
Northmor 4 of 6, all pretty much point-blank shots. East Knox only 3 attempts this whole quarter, long threes. Wide open, but no makes.
So Northmor looking like they're going to start running away with this game with a 17-point lead. East Knox, that's going to be a tall task for them to get back into this with their offense. So if Northmor does hold on, this would be a sweep today for the Golden Knights. They won the freshman game earlier today. They won the JV game, and varsity is looking pretty good for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, pretty exciting bus ride home for everybody.
I wonder if the freshmen probably already packed it in and went back, because that's how it used to be when I was in school.
Yeah, I don't remember riding that bus as a freshman. That'd have been a long night.
Yeah. I was honestly shocked when I got into the building today. Well, when I pulled up to East Knox and I saw a full parking lot, I was like, did the game get moved up, and am I late?
Yeah.
But no, I saw it was a freshman game, and I also didn't think that East Knox would have enough for a freshman team.
It's a good sign for the program,
yeah,
though.
Certainly. Merritt inside, fights his way in. Shot too strong. Langdon the rebound. And it's also interesting, East Knox doesn't strike me as one of the bigger schools in the area, but they're Division 5 after realignment by the OH.REPORT. I thought they'd be 6 or 7, but sneaking their way into 5.
Too many people moving to Apple Valley, huh?
It's a very nice area, I will say that. Merritt poked away. Bauer the steal. Brubaker in stride, spins around Whitney and lays it home. So you've got East Knox in Division 5, and they're going to have some tough teams in their district.
Yeah, their
Afrocentric is one of the names out of Columbus.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough bracket for them.
You got Afrocentric, Bishop Reedy, Fredericktown, of course, who they just played not too long ago. And then also Harvest Prep, Mount Gilead, Pleasant, some other schools in there as well.
Going to have to hope for good seeding.
Northmor, I would say the same for them, but they're actually Division 6 as Langdon gets inside for 2.
Another transition basket.
So we talked about East Knox's district. These were drawn just earlier this week. Northmor in their district, they have Bern Union, Cardington, Centerburg, West Jefferson, Grove City Christian, as here is a fast break layup. And things starting to look ugly for East Knox as there's another timeout called by Coach Powell.
Yeah, quick 30-second timeout, much needed again. What a run by Northmor.
Standing ovation from a couple fans here of the Golden Knights. One of the longest trips, I would say, in the KMAC, but from Northmor to East Knox, pretty close. Danville, too.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a pretty tight division compared to some other ones that have in the areas. But, you know, coming out in the third quarter like this, 0 for 5 from the field, 5 turnovers already. They had 6 in the whole first half. I don't know if I jinxed it by talking about how well they handled the ball that first half. But it looks like Northmore's kind of picked up the speed and the tempo. And East Knox is feeding right into the monster right now. It's 41-18.
It's a 14-0 run to start the third quarter. Really good from the Golden Knights, how they've just jumped out here in this third and taken control. Back out from the timeout. Poff almost lost it out of bounds. Finds Korosek, but it's ripped away by Langdon. I don't know what Coach Tackett said in that halftime locker room, but whatever he did has resulted in this 16-0 run.
8 for 11, Northmor. Getting a lot of freebies at the layups.
Another steal.
7th turnover.
Bauer up ahead is fouled from behind. Korosek will pick it up. 2 free throws on the way.
It's an amazing how fast a game can change. We're witnessing it right now.
Do you even remember the halftime score? Because it felt like so long ago.
27-18.
I know East Knox had 18.
Yeah. So they've been shut out. 5.5 minutes gone.
It's now 44-18. With 2:23 on the clock here in the third quarter, subs will be made. Black checks into the ball game. Langdon gets his well-deserved break. He'll go to the bench along with Cole Kaufman. Second free throws a swish, 45-18, as A.J. Bauer finds himself up to 8 points. Poff, catch and shoot from the corner, breaks the offer in the second half.
That is 12 points for Poff.
Over half for this East Knox offense. Brubaker catches in stride. Cross-court pass to Black, who drives in the baseline and steps out of bounds before he could get it off to his teammate Kincaid. Minute 47 and counting, and what has turned into a 24-point ball game.
Oh, unforced error.
Another turnover, so.
A little bit of frustration setting in with some of the kids out there, understandably why.
Drive by Wenger, he's blocked. Offensive rebound, and Kincaid's gonna shoot 2. And also, it's starting to hurt East Knox on the defensive side because you're losing that defensive intensity that you had in the first half. Because Wenger, that was a pretty easy drive for him to get around and draw some contact for his teammate.
Yeah, exactly. Just what you're saying also is the transition defense has changed this half for some reason. Either Northmore's pushing it much faster or East Knox got beat twice, 3 times in a row there earlier in the quarter. And now they're a little bit more complacent.
Well, Cray, I think it's those live ball turnovers that are just happening on the other end that's leading to easy breaks.
Just the free throws, but they get the offensive rebound. Story of the game right now for East Knox. Not getting any breaks.
Trevor Brubaker to the corner. Trevor Black rattles home a 3. 48-21. The onslaught continues here in the Dawg Pound. Merritt tries to respond, and he does.
So similar to their Fredericktown game where it was pretty relatively close at half, right? And then the third quarter was just a blowout.
In fact, the exact numbers on that I found, it was 34-31 at the half and then 34-13 in the third quarter alone.
Oh, wow.
42 seconds left here in this third quarter. As East Knox takes their time on this possession, it's a good time to tell you, well, now after the foul, it's a good time to tell you that we're the opener tonight, because the Joe Show is going on tonight at 9 o'clock, 30 minutes from now. Season 3 of our special feature with Joe Baylaw. He'll bring you all of the best action that our OH Report cameras have covered from this week. Not tonight, though. This will be on next week's edition of the Joe Show.
Always a fun watch.
He's such a personality, too. It's such a shame that Hollywood has passed him by at this point.
He might still get there.
We're trying our best, trying our best to help him out.
East Knox goes back to a man-to-man after the last time out.
2 seconds to go. This will be a half-court heave that misses to the left. End of the third quarter. Well, we blinked, and Northmore's now up 24, 48-24 here on the OH Report. We will have Money Time coming your way next.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change, yeah, it's time to break.
A 21-6 third quarter has Northmore handily in the lead, 48-24, as we've got 8 minutes set to go up on the clock to wrap up this game.
It's still 0.
There it
Go to
goes.
the scoreboard operator, gets back in the game and chuckles about it. We're ready to roll.
It's been a solid night offensively for the Golden Knights. It's been led by the dual effort of Trevor Brubaker and Jax Wenger. Both of them eclipsing 10 points. Also Trevor Black, he's made a couple threes, that time no good. Rebound by Dawson. So for East Knox, looking like they're going to slide down to 2 and 4. You still got to talk about the improvements they've made. They had a 2-game winning streak before losing to Fredericktown, and then this game right here. But this is sort of a reality check that in the KMAC, things are not going to come easy. And especially, you got to play every single quarter. Dawson gets inside for 2.
Yeah, this is nothing right now. It's just experience for everybody. Try to win this last quarter of the game. Move on to the next one. A lot of season left.
A.J. Bauer in the face of Whitney. Misses a shot, but Langdon's there with a putback. Northmore's up to 50 on the game.
Yeah, switch back to the 1-3-1 after being man-to-man for about 3 possessions.
And unless we see an offensive explosion here in the fourth from East Knox, this will be the lowest score total that Northmore has allowed here this season. Gave up 43 to Elgin last night. And in a back-to-back, which I think is even more impressive to know, as Merritt gets inside, scores the bucket and the foul. So East Knox put a couple baskets together, but still Northmore, they've still got another game tomorrow because this will be a back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah, you don't get that very often, even in junior high.
And that's the consequences for having a good football season.
Exactly.
Woe is me, I guess I would say. Such a shame that we had to have such a good football team this year. I made the same joke with Hillsdale yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll all take it from this perspective, but they'll still get a nice break over Christmas.
And one was converted, so it is 50-29. Good job by Merritt to score a couple as Dawson gets the block. Northmor keeps the basketball, though. Brubaker past his man, back inside, and Langdon is going to score a couple of points late here in this game. He's now up to 11.
It's a nice drive and assist by Brubaker, who's having a heck of a game.
Safe to say, I would say he's our MVP tonight. What do you think? Brubaker?
I think right now, yes.
Leave a comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Let us know who our MVP will be. Definitely take your votes into consideration. Another turnover for East Knox makes it a 52-29 game with Northmor bringing the ball up the floor. Kaufman finds A.J. Bauer for three. That's his third triple of the night. And he's got 11.
You got 4 people in double figures just trying to make that MVP vote a little bit tougher.
A big collision between two Bulldogs, and Bauer's going to add more to his total. He's fighting for your vote, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a comment below now, or you can wait, see how much more they can put towards their effort.
They just need one more player to get into double figures. That'd be awesome.
Dawson down low. 57-31. Only thing, though, with Northmor is they've got 4 of their 5 players on the floor with double figures as Wenger adds to his total tonight. But the 5th player on the floor, 0.
0.
Nothing for Kaufman so far tonight.
But
he's been
just
all
not
over.
giving him the ball, huh?
I feel like every team has that guy, and it's not every game you're that guy, but it just happens to be this is the night where you're not going to get too many buckets, but you're doing everything else well.
Yep.
Hayden Merritt and one.
It all shows up on film later, right?
Yep, for sure. Scoring hasn't been too bad here in the fourth quarter. It's 9 points here in the fourth. Chance to make it 10 at the line for Hayden Merritt. He's got 10 on the evening. So there's your other player to jump into double figures, but it's for the Bulldogs. And he just gets that free throw in, 59-34. So we'll look ahead for all of these, both of these teams. We'll start with Northmor on offense. They'll play tomorrow at Delaware Christian. Talked about that back-to-back-to-back. Then they'll play Saturday. So that's 4 games in 5 days.
5 days.
So they'll play on Saturday against Cardington. There's another conference game for you in the KMAC. And then next Saturday, they'll be done for Christmas. After that Cardington game, they'll play next Saturday against Crestline.
It's a brutal schedule. But we were young once, and we probably could have done it as well. So
yeah, it's kind of got that AAU feel because that's starting to get popular now, of course. And
yep.
1 game in 1 day, that's child's play for some of these kids.
Exactly. Get those long weekend tournaments. Don't know how they do it.
Here's Logan Whitney at the line, 83% free throw shooter, 2 points against Fredericktown in their last game. Looking to get on the board here tonight. And that he does with the first free throw. For East Knox, their next 3 games, they've got a tough schedule too. So Saturday will be their next course of action. They'll be at Centerburg. It's another team that you would expect to be towards the top of the standings in the KMAC. And then next Friday, Centerburg, they'll be done for Christmas after that game. Next Friday will be their next one, the 27th. That'll be at Ridgedale. And then Monday the 30th against Utica.
Yeah, tough slate ahead.
Another timeout called. East Knox winning the quarter here, 12-11.
Hey, that's all you can hope for after that third quarter onslaught.
and it makes you think of what could have been tonight.
Exactly.
Scoreboard will be a little brutal looking at it over and over, maybe as a East Knox player on the Max Preps website, but people who have watched this game will know what happened exactly in that game. Just a really dominant third quarter from the Golden Knights.
Yeah, they just got out of hand there for about 3 or 4 minute period. But a couple of the good things, positives for East Knox. Rebounding's been a lot better this half. Free throw shooting goes from 0 for 5 to 4 for 4. So you can see some positives here. And they did have a stretch there near the end of the third quarter where they had made 5 of their last 7 shots. So there are some positives.
I want to shout out a couple of you watching live and free on Facebook. Chris and Dora watching on the OH Report. Still tuned in for the final moments of this game, just under 3 minutes to go. That timeout was last called by East Knox. They've got 1 to go in the game. And we'll certainly see some players, maybe some JV guys, check in for the last dying embers of this game.
As you speak, there's 5 of them running to the scorer's table.
Next dead ball, we will list them off. Langdon thought he was going to have an open free throw line shot, but a good rip away by the Bulldogs. Merritt trying to add to his total, and he misses short on the layup. Last off of Dawson out of bounds.
And mass substitutions, here we go.
So Trevor Black returns to the game. Braden Cole, number 22. Number 21, Cam Spencer. Spencer had 12 points in the JV game earlier on today. Isaac Kincaid returns. And then in the far corner, that's number 0, Jack Baudre. I apologize. I don't have that pronunciation in my head yet. And the first 3 drops for the bench guys, and Cam Spencer picks up right where he left off in the JV game. (62-36). Here's a cross-court pass to Kyson Miller, who's cooled off quite a bit here in the second half. Merritt trying to respond. He misses the 3. Quickly the other way. Step through, steal by Whitney.
He was looking for a Euro there, I believe.
Good job by Logan to get in there, rip it away. And another turnover. Down the floor they go. Here's a layup up, missed. Rebounds fought for and now rolls out. Last off the Golden Knights.
Well, minute 18 to go here. If Trevor Black can score 2 baskets, we've got 5 people in double figures for Northmor.
And that'd be a pretty darn good night with 1:17 left.
Yep.
Whitney out top gives it back to his teammate Spencer Bennett. Another name we haven't said yet today. He played earlier in the game, but I did not have him down on my roster, so I had to go back to the one supplied to me here tonight.
Yeah, well, they're going to make you work even a little bit harder here, Jonathan.
Yep.
We've got 4 new players coming in for Coach Tackett's team.
So Spencer Bennett will shoot 2. 6'1" forward, junior. First shot a swish.
Hey, 5 for 5. Second half at free throw line versus 0 for 5 in the first half. One positive thing for the East Knox Bulldogs.
Here's your new names for the Golden Knights. Number 10, Brookston Beck. Number 11, Caden Bush. Number 2, Connor Stockdale. And 31, Kyle Knight. There's a classic Northmor name. Another turnover by the Golden Knights. East Knox trying to add some points here. And they will. Good shot inside again.
Nice
There's
follow
Spencer
away.
Bennett. 62-40. Bulldogs making the Knights work here in the last couple of minutes with 27 seconds left, and East Knox taking it over.
Back-to-back turnovers there. East Knox another opportunity to score. Get to within 20.
Bulldogs looking to get one more score out of this one. And this will go up from Bennett. No, Dawson the rebound, and he banks it home. So 62-42. You have to believe Golden Knights will dribble this ball out. So we did see the offensive explosion from East Knox that I mentioned earlier, but still, Golden Knights hold them to their lowest total of the season from an opponent. Northmor 62, East Knox 42. Thoughts on this?
I think East Knox did a pretty good job for the most part. It's just that one run in the third quarter just buries you. They got, what was it, 18-0 run at the start of the quarter. That was the ball game, but a lot of good things to work on from here. Need to come out in the third quarter. Not sure what's going on at halftime, but maybe just have them out here shooting and playing during the halftime break next game.
Well, we'll give you some final stats and talk to our MVP tonight. I'll look over some comments and make the call as we take our break, live and free on the OH Report.
Yippee! Win myself titles, cut down nets with my fans. Back to the basket. And another thing. Well, looks like I'm not going to Hollywood after all.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant.
Time now for your OH.REPORT post-game show. Still waiting on our MVP to join us upstairs, but we'll go ahead and talk some final numbers. Jonathon Langdon alongside Cray Falde. Your post-game show brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio and Northmor. They get their third win of the season. They start 3-0, 2-0 in the KMAC after this win by 20 points over East Knox. The third quarter was really what did it.
It was an absolute blasting by Northmor. 18 straight points to start the third quarter. That pretty much ended the ball game right then and there.
Yeah, so Northmor, they notched themselves another victory, and they'll play again tomorrow, back-to-back-to-back games. It's always tough to do that. And then you also got 4 games in 5 days because you play again on Saturday.
Right, exactly. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in that third game after that. But once again, they're young. They're coming off a great football season. They're all in great shape.
So just go ahead and give us some final numbers, and then we'll take another quick break, and we'll have Trevor up.
Excellent. So Northmor, the winning team today, 25 of 48 field goals. Excellent percentage, 4 of 8 at the free throw line. 25 rebounds, won the rebound battle, and only 10 turnovers. East Knox, a little bit of a struggle. From the field, they were 16 of 41, which is not really that bad. 4 of 17, though, from the three-point range, which needs to improve. It was nice to see their free throws ended up at 6 for 11. They made 6 in a row at the end of the second half. 16 rebounds and 15 turnovers for your final numbers. 62 to 42. Northmor over East Knox.
And those are your numbers brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. We'll take one quick break and have our MVP with us on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
For your Killbuck Savings Bank MVP, and Northmor gets it done here at the Dawg Pound, and we've got Trevor Brubaker with us. Team I 15 points for you in the win.
Yep.
So just talk to me about that third quarter, because that's kind of what threw everybody off here in the gym.
Yeah.
Come out to an 18-0 run. What was said by Coach Tackett in that locker room to will you guys to that sort of run?
He always says the first 3 minutes in the third quarter is the biggest, so decided to come out, really put a shot to them, get it over with early.
And what do you think specifically you guys were able to do to kind of wreak havoc on the Bulldogs?
We passed the ball around, good guy in the paint, got our shots, what we like to see. Threes weren't falling, so we decided to get in the paint and score.
And you did just that.
Yep.
So, and then break it down, 3-0 start.
Yeah.
Late start to the season for you guys with all that success you guys had on the football field. But what's the adjustment been like? Getting everybody back in the gym, was the break enjoyable for some of the guys that kind of with the crossover season?
Yeah, congratulations to our football guys that made it deep run. It's kind of hard to adjust when we only have a week before our first game, but I think we did it well. Coaches did a great job. Football players did a great job coming back and getting the flow of things.
And I think the epitome of that is just the schedule that you guys have now.
Yeah.
Back-to-back games. Was there kind of some load management going on there, or do you guys feel like an AAU team and you guys can play any day?
We feel good. We feel like we can play any day. Yep. Conditioning is good. Yeah. Anything we can play every day.
So you're going to get to play pretty much every day. You have another one tomorrow, and then you've got another conference game on Saturday. So I know that the KMAC games are starting to add up. Every game counts. You guys split the title last year. Don't want to do that again. What's it going to take to do that?
It's going to take a lot of hard work. We're going to have to play some good basketball against some good teams, and just do our thing.
All right. Well, congrats on the win today, Trevor. One final question. Look into this camera and give us some shout-outs.
Thanks for my family, coaches, and my teammates.
All right. Congrats, Trevor. We'll see you next time, and have a good, safe trip home.
You too. Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Time to wrap things up from the Dawg Pound on the post-game show, brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. So thanks so much for joining us. We're getting you off just in time for the Joe Show tonight that starts in literally 4 minutes from now. So make sure to tune over. If you're on Facebook, you can just do a little swipe on your screen and you'll be likely on the Joe Show, and you can check our page if not. Then also on YouTube on the main channel, that's where the Joe Show will stream tonight. A lot of exciting action just to recap the week in basketball, so make sure to tune in tonight. Or if you can't make it tonight, it'll be up forever at the end of the stream. Sponsors scrolling through your screen one final time. Thank you for joining us. Jonathon Langdon, Cray, Falde, also Brandon Powell running our camera here today. We'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your week. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for some more basketball on the OH Report.